Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi. I am just going to make sure I have this on mute. Wait 1 second on my end so I don't get the... Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio, a November 1st Scorpio at that. So I hope everyone is doing well. Please let me know. You can... Oh, good. You can hear and see me. I love this. So real quick, while I let the room fill up, I just need to give a quick shout out to a couple of people. First of all, our regular Scorpio guest, she thrives. Her name is Stephanie, sent me an amazing care package for my birthday. It's a kit of many different spells, and I will be showing you all of that on my next video because I want to give it some special time and attention. And it was a really good goodie box. So Stephanie, if you're out there, there she is. Good morning, Steph. She's right there. Thank you so much. And just for a note, the very first one I opened and the only one I've been able to open, because literally I just got home from the P.O. box, was the love kit. So much needed and thank you. But also, guys, again, as I let the room fill up, just want to share with you, you guys know I partner with Otter Spirit. They're the ones that make all the amazing bracelets that I wear. And they sent me the Mystics kit. And I want to show you what the Otter Spirit box looks like. When you order them, it comes in these individual boxes, which are super nice. And then I already took them out for the sake of time, but they come in these little individual bags with the bracelet themselves and a little card telling you, for example, what this is. So this is lapis lazuli, and it reads, I am connected to the universe, and it tells you the zodiac signs, the chakras, and the intention of the stone. So they did that. They sent me, this is garnet, right? So I just want you to take a look at these. What I really like about these bracelets is that they are sized. You can get small, medium, and large, which is great if you are a masculine or have larger wrists like I do. They also have mini beads and regular beads. And for every order you make, they donate $1 to the Otters, which is a big deal for me because I love anything and anyone that supports our animals out there. So all of our links are in the description box below. You can use the different codes. I think if it's like a certain amount, I think any order is Stasi 20 and you get 20% off. But then if you order 99 or above, you get 30% off. I think it's Stasi 30, but it's all in the description box. And this one right here is the Moonstone, and it reads, I am guided by grace. So this was the Mystics pack, and it comes in these 3 colors right here. I love Otter Spirit. I did a little campaign for them last year, and people love these bracelets. I mean, they're the ones that I always wear. So these are great gifts, and so I'm going to put them on. And it has like a little otter deal right here, like a little emblem. And these have lasted me for well over a year already. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. They take such good care of me. They sent me these for my birthday. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that you could send these out to your favorite humans as gifts for the holidays or anytime. There's codes below, save some money, but also send out something that people are really going to get the good vibes and the good juju. So thank you so much, Otter Spirit. I really, really appreciate the thoughtful gifts. I really do. So, and again, Stephanie, thank you. I can't wait to share with everyone those, the kit. So, and I will make a little video with that and put your Etsy shop in the description box. Whew. So I hope everyone's doing well. Great. I'm glad to see. Hey there, Captain Obvious. Hey, Anna. I am so happy to see everyone here. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I hope Stasi's okay. She hasn't been on to chat lately. Maybe she had a really good birthday. Oh, I am okay, guys. I was on since Saturday, but Saturday was my birthday, and then I'm sorry, Friday. Wait, November 1st. That was Saturday. We had Halloween, so I just took some time to be with my kiddo and recover from socializing yesterday. So I got some blood work done this morning, as I do every week, and here I am. So thank you for thinking of me. All right, guys, as you guys know, we have a full moon in Taurus mañana, tomorrow. So today, depending on when you're watching this, it is November 4th. The full moon in Taurus, it is a super full moon. So Taurus is our opposite sign. So while I shuffle these, just a little bit of updating everyone just to get us all caught up. So Taurus is our opposite sign. It's an earth sign. We Scorpios are a water sign. So we are fixed water. Taurus is fixed earth. The full moon is in Taurus, and the upcoming new moon in a few weeks is, or in 2 weeks, is in Scorpio. Now, with that said, this full moon is going to create tension. It's going to create tension between our stability, our desire for stability, and our desire for transformation. This is also going to create an emotional time for Scorpio, as all full moons and lunations do. I'm taking this card because this isn't, I don't know, we're taking it. Hold on. Let me reel it back. Again, Taurus, our opposite sign. This full moon is going to have us very emotional. And as a matter of fact, today, you may be feeling already the effects of that. So we'll talk more about that as we get these cards going. So you can expect some emotions here rising up and tension potentially in your relationships where there are shared resources, right? So this could be a spouse, roommates, a kid. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just saw that. Okay, hopefully we are still here because I just saw something happen on the live stream. So in any event, Mercury is in retrograde on the 9th, so we're in pre-shadow as well. And this is also going to have you questioning where you need to let go and allow the space for change. If you guys saw the most recent video I posted on Saturday, we were talking about I am willing to change, letting go, creating space. This is a big deal. As the year closes up for Scorpios, well, for everyone, right? As we are ending 2025, it is a lot of refinement happening, right? And especially with the retrogrades. I think we have 5 planets in retrograde. So I'm calling on our spirit guides to give us the highest and best messages during this time of tension and transformation. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for Scorpio as we are in this energy of the full moon in Taurus, where this tension is created, where we need to let go and release, and where we need to create space for what truly serves us. I ask that you come through and provide us the messages that we need. So mote it be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Scorpio, let's see what it is that we have here. I hope everyone's having, oh, the energy came through. Oh, shit. Hope everyone's having a great day. Here we have harmony coming through. Harmony shows up, and that is what we are striving for, harmony. And then I also have number 38. This comes up a lot for us. You are enough. This is a card. This is from the Inner Child Oracle deck. And it has us addressing where in our early childhood, in our early formative years, maybe we felt something intense and so deeply that's affected us throughout our lifetime, even if it's an underlying current. Your guides want you to know that you are enough and perfectly made as you are. You do not have to give more, Scorpio. So as we are here in this tension between stability and transformation, you could be investigating where you are overgiving at work, potentially, in your studies, right? With a mate. Are you extending yourself more? Scorpios are 8th house creatures. So we do work with other people's money, and shared resources is a big deal for us. Here I've got, with this full moon in Taurus, Earth, grounding, right? So grounding. Calm the mind, connect to the body, mindfulness, and nature. And then we also have intuition. So really, here we do have the water elements and the earth elements showing up and saying, yes, you may be opposite, but together you work. With intuition, let me show you that card here. This is intuition versus fear. Connect to source. And trust yourself and trust your source energy. So I think those are beautiful messages to start off with, Scorpio. all Scorpio placements. If you are a lover of a Scorpio and you are watching, just know that Scorpio is very much feeling the tension again between stability and transformation. Big changes are taking place potentially in your career or even how you live. But the purpose of this moon and the purpose of all these retrogrades is to have you in this world energy, right? If you look at the world card, this is a completion of a chapter in your life. And you can see the 4 fixed signs, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, are surrounding and embodying this nude figure in the world card. This is the birthing of a new chapter, right? So I love that for us. I see the Magician card coming through. So that could be a lot about manifestation as well. So let's see what our guides, what directions and influence they're going to provide us in the next, let's go with the next 6 weeks while we have all these energies of refinement. Also, guys, if you are a Stars with Stasi member, I will be, after this reading, switching this over from a live reading for the general population, like we're in prison, for the general public, over to members only. And I'll be doing free mini readings for members. I'll be just taking questions from the audience at that point. But for you guys, for everyone, what we're going to be doing is focusing on this. Page of Cups comes forward. So pages are youthful energy. They're young energy. This is water sign energy. Pages are messengers, seekers, students, right? And this is about emotional fulfillment. So I do feel Scorpios are very much reeling back their energy and saying, you know, not today, Satan, not today. Like I'm going to make some major changes. And this is new energy coming forward. I've got the Moon card, so fitting, coming through, and then the Ace of Cups, fulfillment in the emotional, fulfillment in love, something new coming forward. Give me one moment while I just tap in. I'm getting multiple messages because this is a general reading. And of course, if you're looking for something specific, head over to my website at starswithstasi.com and I'll be happy to work with you. But in general, I'm getting this need for new friendships coming forward, a new approach to what you're willing to spend your time and energy on. And excitement, like, oh, I finally found somebody who wants to do XYZ, or, you know, this feels good. This feels like somebody I could hang out with. And this could be romance. So if you're a single Scorpio, I feel like in the next few months, between now and March specifically, that energy is going to be coming towards you. But the universe is saying this is a lot about your mindset as well. If you go into it with like, oh, these men ain't shit, or these women are always gold diggers, or I don't like this, or I never get anybody. That's what you get out of it. The universe says, okay, you know, if that's what your life is about, then that's what we're going to give you because you deserve what it is that you want. So be mindful of how you think and how you approach your finances, how you approach your emotional well-being and your physical health. If you're always saying how sick and tired you are, then you will continue to be sick and tired. And that is the truth. The universe acts as a mirror. There is a law of attraction, the law of assumption, right? There are many people see it differently, but I always go by there are 7 universal laws and truths. So let's focus on the laws of assumption and the laws of attraction in this reading. Let's see. One moment. I feel strongly that this moon is going to, for some, shed a sudden release. Like you've been maybe thinking about something in the back of your mind, but tomorrow you walk in your office and you're like, yeah, I'm handing in my resignation. Or yeah, I'm going to open up that pop-up shop. Or yes, I'm going to do this. And it's just very, very quick, you know, or yes, I'm ending that relationship, or we're going to split our bills differently. There's been a period of discomfort that is actually bringing you some clarity on a situation. Oh, thank you, Angela, for joining the Shooting Stars. Thank you. But this here, Hanged One, lots in this card to unpack. This is number 12. And as we know, I work with numerology. So we're going to take the 1 plus the 2 that reduces to 3. 1, 2, 3. Methodical steps, right? One, it's like an onion. Something unfolds at each step along the way. This person is very uncomfortable, it would seem, hanging upside down from a tree, the tree of knowledge. And as you can see, the foundation, we have a 4, right? With this right here, the legs. There's some sort of foundation and trust and security that comes forward after a period of discomfort. That aha moment presents itself. The tension between today, tomorrow, and the following day are very much important for us fixed signs, because fixed signs are less likely to change on a whim. We are rooted, right? We are stuck in our ways. We are sometimes too resistant to change, but the lunations, right, really affect us, especially Scorpios as a fixed water. The lunations affect us, and it makes us uncomfortable enough that we say, the hell with this, and we do something about it, but it happens very quickly. If you've ever tried to quit an addiction or anything like that, chances are, as a Scorpio, you did it cold turkey. There was no planning it out ahead of time. It just got on your nerves enough that on said day you stopped. Does that make sense? Comment below and let me know if that's true for you. But that's the energy that's coming forward with this. Also, I just wanted to note that if you are trying to chat and you're not having success doing it, you just need to subscribe to the channel, which is free, to chat in the chat box. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So the Hanged One shows up. I do see the 5 of Swords, which again is tension, conflict, argumentative things happening when you try to communicate with somebody, feeling like you're not being heard. You may have some of that coming forward in the next couple of days. What's that say? Alexis, you quit cold turkey. Yeah. I'm the same way. Anything I've ever stopped, I might have thought about it for a while, but until I get that push from like deep within, it's just, it is until one day it's not. Judgment card is also like karma, is the best way to word that. So Judgment card is like karma, things coming around full circle. So interesting, because the karma is coming right under the Moon card. One moment. Five of Cups. So we saw the 5 of Cups. We saw the 5 of Swords. 5 is another number of tension. You know, I don't know. You guys have got to tell me, but this is coming through like somebody's getting theirs. There's, you know, somebody is actually, you're watching some kind of karma play out, or it's happened in the very recent past. And it could still be happening, right? Like maybe you've held your tongue to keep the peace. This has been a theme showing up for Scorpios for a while, like holding your tongue to keep the peace or to keep your stability, right? We talked about that. Stability versus transformation. But something seems to start making some real ripples as like the drama unfolds. That's what I'm hearing. The drama unfolds. Sleeves is falling down. Pull up. I don't know what that means. All right. I've got the Chariot card, which is amazing because that is about victory and things happening full steam ahead. I saw the Aries card, Emperor, at the bottom of the deck. So there could be something here in the workplace or with a business that you're trying to pop off. You could be dealing with an Aries, but whatever this is, Aries is another stubborn one. Aries is very stubborn. So there's an energy here of like you holding your ground is paying off, but now you're about to make a change as a result of the payoff coming around. Interesting energy. All right, let me see. The High Priestess shows up. Guys, this central column here is really interesting. I've got the Moon card with Judgment, which in the Witch's Tarot is karma. So that's why that's aligned with the High Priestess. Oh, but wait, there's more. The last card is the 9 of Pentacles, and we love that because that is financial independence. That is also reeling in your energy to serve you better before, like, you know, exhausting yourself. that comes through as well, that Scorpio has been exhausting themselves, trying to just keep the peace. I don't know, but that changes. That changes a lot. The Chariot card with the High Priestess and the 9 of Pentacles. Let's see. I've got the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so that tells me that maybe you've reeled in your finances in the recent past, but there are big changes happening in the next several weeks. The universe, well, my guides are showing me like Scorpio sitting down in front of a bunch of paperwork and saying, okay, these are my bills. This is how much money I've saved. Like, I just see a lot of financial planning in the recent past. And then I see relief coming after a period of discomfort. You know, for some people, there's going to be a change in the workplace, whether it is that you leave the workplace or that you get like a, you know, you're going for more. So there's a change in your status. It could be a what's that called? A promotion, like an advancement. Or it could be that you just do something different, but it's happening very, very soon. And it happens quickly. There's an advancement here. The Magician comes up again. I want to clarify the central column. Give me 1 second. The Magician, the Knight of Cups, that's good. And the 5 of Wands. And then at the bottom of the deck, I see the 9 of Swords. So that's a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, worrying about things. Again, this full moon is going to clarify for you where you need to cut ties. That's very important, Scorpio. Lean into the changes that are showing up for you. That's super, super important. You know, if something isn't working out for you and you've been holding on to an outcome, like you're like, you know, I don't know, you name it. Like, I'm going to stay in this business, or I'm going to do this, or this relationship is so important to me. And you've been holding on to something, and the universe keeps trying to get you out of this situation. This full moon is gonna bring about enough emotional turmoil, enough upset, enough discomfort that change happens abruptly. And it works out very, very good for you, actually. And I feel like, for as upset as one may become in the presence of a rapid change, is just as quickly as the tension releases. So again, lean into that. I'm also getting hits for physical and emotional well-being and health. I think I said this last time, but I'm channeling a lot, so bear with me. I'm getting this energy of like, your health is very, very important, because none of these changes grow legs. None of this matters if you are not mentally stable and emotionally and physically in order to accept the gifts from us. Yikes. Hold on. So, I know some of these messages are for me directly, but I often reflect what's out there in the collective. So again, I say this a lot. It's time for blood work, mammograms, you know, exams, whatever, right? Don't come for me in the comments about mammograms are awful for you. Check your breasts, men, women, however you check them. Okay, period. Yearly physicals. I'm also seeing a lot of energy around the skin. So it's important to get your skin checked. What is that, a dermatologist? Eyes, teeth, all the stuff. Don't let your mental mess with your dental type thing, right? I've heard that before a lot. So I'm going to reel it back in because I just went left, but they're showing me a lot of that's important. If you are physically able to incorporate any type of activity into your life, into your day-to-day, whether that be walking, chair exercises, whatever, or even the mental exercises of puzzles, things like that, they're saying that it's a great time to start that. It helps alleviate stress. They're also saying to set aside time for your spiritual work. It's very important. So I've talked about this before. Set up a prayer space in your home where that if nothing else is clean in your home, allow this to be the space that's clean. The tabletop is clean. You know, the tools on it are clean. You should go to your altar cleansed physically, like after a shower. If you have the privacy, prayer in the nude is paramount because you are stripped of all the things, actually. So if you can do that, you know, do you guys. I don't care how you do it, but this is what's coming through. And dedicate time if you're able to each day. I mean, I'm at a point in my practice where I do it at least 3 to 4 times a day. So again, there's no wrong way to do it except not to do it. You have to acknowledge your spirit guides, your team, and then accept the changes and messages they have for you. Because what I'm seeing is people asking for change, change comes, and then rejection in the face of divinity. Oh, I don't want that change. I want this change. They're saying, stop trying to control when we can see a better and bigger picture for you. You are limited in what you can see, but you are endless in what you want. So allow us to do our jobs. We are here to love you and guide you, but we are here to support what it is that you put out into the universe. If you think your life sucks, and we support that. We're not going to judge you. We will give you what you ask for. So be clear in what you ask. For those of you that are raising adult children, they're adults. Stop raising them. You've already done the work. You need to allow them to live their lives. For those of you that are taking care of adult parents, I'm seeing all of these different scenarios. They're saying you have to understand where your responsibilities end and where they start, where your day ends and starts. If you're feeling like what is this? This is so, God, guys, I'm sorry. They're really lecturing right now. And I'm just seeing like, if you are feeling like free labor, that's going to come forward right now, between now and the end of the week. So you could be in a relationship where you're a stay-at-home party and then the other person is out in the world working, right? And then you're feeling like I'm free labor, or you're taking care of someone. I think you guys get it. Hold on. I got to separate the energy. So there's a lot of that here about your resources, emotional and physical. I feel like I'm all over the place. I hope this is making sense. When I channel, there's no wrong way to do it. But you just got to keep up. Sorry. You can watch this on the replay. I'm going to. What else? There might be some tension. Well, there is tension here, but there's changes that and also I'm hearing you can't make everybody happy. So just focus on letting go and creating space for the changes they're trying to gift you. It may not make sense at first, but that's not the point. It doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to create ease and clarity in your life. It'll make sense later. Okay, so I'm going to put these to the side. Guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to just reset this energy here a little bit. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get a different deck of cards. And we're going to pull an affirmation just to reset the vibe, because I feel like that was pretty heavy there for a minute, which is okay. But when they come through, they don't mince words, that's for sure. So I hope everybody is having a great solar return celebrations. If you've been thinking about getting a reading with me, this is the sign to go book it, right? I love to work with my clients. I have many that come back every few weeks for sure. It's like therapy. Tarot is therapy. So if you guys don't know, I do have a psych degree, and I've definitely been a trained negotiator in my lifetime. I didn't always do this type of work. So I'm a woman of many talents. Interesting. So last reading, it was, I am willing to change. This says, I am willing to forgive. So comment that below. I am willing to forgive. Before I even read the affirmation, this is a lifelong study, isn't it? Forgiveness. I am 50 years old, and this right here takes on many forms. First, it's that you think that you need to forgive other people. And then it becomes to the point where you start looking at your actions and you take on a whole different set of spectacles to your life. and you see where you could have done something different or better. But remember, what you see at 50, what you see at 60, at 70, at 30 is way different than when you committed the action years prior, right? So when things surface and they bubble up in the tension of change, first forgive yourself, because I promise you that you are harder on you than anyone else has ever been, especially Scorpios. I mean, I don't know why we beat ourselves up so much, but we do. And we do it in silence and we don't talk about it, and then it just festers. That for us creates a host of health issues. You guys know this to be true. This reads, oh, I can't make this up. It reads, well, first of all, here we go. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. Give that to yourself for your solar return. Forgiveness. Free up that energy for transformation. I forgive and I set myself free. I forgive and I set myself free. That is a gift. That 9 of Swords I saw earlier, that anxiety, that mental fuckery is the worst. It is the worst. And it is something that we do to ourselves. Nobody's doing that to us, right? Set yourself free from the chains of shame and doubt and disgust. Forgive yourself. Allow for the drama, the folly, the accidents of life. It creates character, and it really does. Think of yourself, as Will Shakespeare says, like I'm friends, William Shakespeare. All the world is a stage. We learn that early in life for a reason. All the world is a stage, and we are merely actors. In every drama, trauma, and show, there are main characters. Those characters are not boring. They mess things up. They get caught. They get set free. They change costume often. They have great moments of being heroic and moments of being the villain. That makes for an interesting character. Scorpios are not boring. We live a very colorful and endearing life. We give with all that we have. And in our younger years, we expect that back. And as we age and as we grow in our character, we recognize that we are different. We are built different. Will somebody give us what we give to them? They can't. They're not us. They're not able. They're not capable. So start forgiving the people by releasing expectations of yourself and of others, and see your life's dramas and traumas and follies and errors as character building, and set yourself free. Allow yourself the time and energy to forgive. It's so important. All right, guys, I'm going to draw a couple more cards, and then I'm going to switch this over to members only, where I'll be doing live mini readings for the people that are able to join. So I'm very, very thankful. First of all, I just want to say, before I just get a couple more cards, I'm very thankful for each and every one of you that spend your time here on my channel. You could be doing anything with anyone, and the fact that you choose to tune in and be here with me means everything. I'm very grateful. You guys definitely keep me going, and just to even see the messages wondering if I'm okay is just very sweet, because sometimes in some weeks you guys are the only ones I hear from, so thank you. I do see here, another travel message. I see here the 3 of Wands coming through with the Tower card. And I've said this a few times. If you are traveling, right, between now and March is a big deal. I don't know what's going to happen in March. I guess we'll figure it out as we get closer. The point is, build in extra time for travel insurance if it's within your budget, but at minimum, build in extra time and have an alternate plan. I don't know. It depends on where you're coming from or going to. At least here in the US, as far as the last time I checked in, I think we're still in a government shutdown. So that could start affecting huge travel plans. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm seeing that's a big deal. I'm also seeing find alternate transportation to and from your destinations. So the best thing I can make out of that is like if you were going to rent a car, budget for an Uber or something like that, you know, because the rental car agency might not be able to provide what you need. Who knows? It's just what's coming through. So anything else on that? Make sure that you give enough notice to the people at home or at work that you're taking this time off. And I do see for a small percentage of Scorpios, but I have to respect and say this because this is important. There's going to be an emergency situation that diverts you from a plan. And I have to be even more specific. Okay, so forgive me, but I'm going to say it. So, yeah, I'm not trying to doomsday anybody, but here's a scenario. You have a trip planned for your birthday, for Christmas, whatever. And you're going this way, right? And then all of a sudden, home matters, a family member, something serious happens, and you need to go that way. There is an emergency situation for a portion of Scorpios that will divert plans. And that's all I can say without getting doomsday-y. But it feels very emergent. It feels like you have to turn around. There is no should I go, will I go? This is, oh shit, I gotta go. So may these changes happen with as much ease as humanly possible. But yes, we are all human beings, and part of life is emergency situations. That's the best I can say. Oof. That kind of scares me. My kid's going to be traveling here next week. Hold on. Too much energy came through. Let me just reset. All right, guys, it's just a couple more cards before I switch this over to members only. Thank you again for your time and energy. Comment below. I am willing to forgive. That is step one in creating the space. This full moon will bring some serious energy. You guys can do it. You guys can do it. And you're not alone. Oh, here we go. There we go. Hey. Yes. We're reeling it back into some good juju. So, 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is that tension between stability and transformation. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't want to move. This Knight of Pentacles is like, I'm not going anywhere until I find the perfect place to plant this pentacle because I have a vision. This Knight of Pentacles has a dream, and they are not going to play with that dream. They are waiting for the perfect time. And this 8 of Wands says, man, come on, get going. This is the time. There's no other time. There's no perfect time. Now. You have to do it now. Action. Take action on where you have been waiting for perfection. 9 of Pentacles shows up again. This is the second time the Knight of Pentacles has come forward. And this 9 of Pentacles says, yes, discernment is always key. You've got 3 Pentacles over here. Yeah, go F around with that. Have fun. But these 6 Pentacles, this balance, this harmony, this grows, and it grows into what serves you the best and the most. So I hope that made sense, Scorpio. And I'm going to have to watch this back because I'm not even sure. I feel like the guides came through and were giving it to us. But hey, here we are, right? They made that trip, and here, you know, I'm meant to give it to you. I hope it was helpful. I hope that it was on some level entertaining. I'm not really sure what just happened. I'll have to go back and watch it. And thank you again, Otter Spirit, for these amazing bracelets. I felt that energy come through. And remember, guys, that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. I'm going to look up for a second here, and I'm going to set this to members only. So it'll start doing it in 60 seconds. So there should be a countdown that starts to show up here, and I'm going to take a look and see. I took action yesterday after procrastinating. Oh, child, you know, all I did yesterday was procrastinate. Yesterday, I had to just decompress. I felt like I was decomposing. I did so much over the weekend socially, which I never do, but it was Halloween, birthday, travel with my kid, lunch with a friend, a performance. I saw Bach in Baltimore and my son was performing and it was amazing, but I needed a day. So I slept most of yesterday and today I feel so much better, but it started off with doctor's appointments and blood work and all the things because, you know, chronic health means chronic upkeep, and I'm okay with that. So I am proud of you guys for getting stuff done. Hey, Art Tanish, nice to see you. Tammy, Leslie, Helen, James. Hello, James. Oh, I'd love to see all these. Welcome home, guys. Colleen, happy birthday.